Unfortunately, the prison industrial complex is probably the biggest employer across this country.
Sure.
And probably, it's usually in those rural areas. Prisons are in those rural areas that don't have much industry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing where if you address it and try to relieve the number of people going to prison, it's going to have profound economic impact on a lot of these communities, especially these communities upstate New York,
mm-hmm.
which are allowed to count these prisoners as population,
mm-hmm.
and when it comes to appropriation of funds. I tell young men all the time that they're worth more to New York State in prison than they are without a high school diploma.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have a high school diploma, the best they can hope for is to make maybe $25,000, $30,000 a year in this, in the way jobs are today.
Yeah.
And if they're in prison, they generate $50,000, $60,000 a year, where we could put 2 or 3 people to work and families to work and things like that. And so I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but something has happened between our educational system, which refuse to educate or is unwilling to educate or unable to educate, especially young Black and Latino men,
mm-hmm.
Which in turn prepares them for a life of hustling, scuffling, scrambling, and street, which in turn prepares them to go to prison.